magazine. I don't like that. Oh, I know 100 niggas.
You gotta get the honey first before you give her the sour.
Yeah, man, they gonna complain about the tone and delivery and all that.
See, the thing about it, in my opinion, see, Tasha, what you're saying, I understand.
Babies.
We understand what you're saying, but the fact of the matter is, at this point in time, and I guess maybe our lives as men, like we don't have, like I'm not even the mask that you talk about. That bitch been gone for me. You hear me? Like they talk to me, I'm giving them me off out the gate, and if you don't like me, fuck you. Keep it moving. The people who do like me, I'm a rock. They gonna rock with me, and they do, and that's just how it's been, and that's how I've been because I stopped, man. Fuck
You know what you describing. Like the only way you can get like that from a male perspective is if you have figured out how to be successful with women. You stop trying to chase chicks. You stop trying to kiss ass. You stop trying to tap dance and get a chick to like you. You figure out, hey, let me figure out who want to fuck with me. Let me figure out which chicks like doing the shit I like doing. That's it, and it's so simple. And that's the only way you can get to that point where you don't. Oh, a chick can't hold pussy as a prize in front of you and have you operate some type of way.
Yeah. Yes, man. Hold on. Where's the motherfucking cheering at again? There it is. Hold on. Hell yeah. We about to cheer that
My nigga dropping gems.
You got
Tosh, hold on right quick. Tosh, you tall, baby. So you got to look at shorter men. Shorter men, I told you. I toadstool, you ain't got to be toadstool. I told you. Some niggas 5'10" can be really nice to you. Just remember that. 5'10" niggas need love too, baby. But Perion, you had a question, sweetheart. Go ahead. Okay, quit building it up and just spit it out, love.
Honestly, I got a good man.
Okay.
And I'm his fucking headache. I swear to God. I swear I'm not gonna lie.
We about to boo that shit.
Hold on. I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen.
You like every day. I gotta fuck with you every day.
It doesn't have to be like, listen, he likes me, right?
He what?
He likes me. I actually.
He lied to you.
Yeah, like this. Listen, we've been dealing with each other for about 5 months now. You know what I'm saying? Like
fish dinner.
5 months.
That's nothing.
But listen, he likes and he gave me one lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to disclose what it is because I don't want him. I know he be listening sometimes, and I don't want him like, bitch, you talking. So let's say hypothetically, I'm asking for a friend.
Did you directly catch him in a lie, or did you interpret something different than him?
I went looking.
Oh.
Okay.
When you go look, baby, you go find something.
I know. I went through his phone.
Okay. And
I found out the lie.
You found what you was looking for.
Yeah.
You wanted
okay.
Okay.
You wanted to find it, so now what you do?
No, I didn't leave. Like,
well, hey.
What was that?
What are we talking about here?
Right. What was that? Month 3?
That's in the past, baby. Why are we talking about that right now? Are we bringing up no old shit?
Right. I thought y'all was solid.
I'm saying this is the thing though. Like this is he was saying like ain't no man out here like I got a good man. I'm trying to get over the lie. But and this is what I said when I got a divorce. I said if my ex-husband cheated on me. Okay. And I said when I took him back, I should have never took him back because I really didn't forgive him. So the whole time that we was back together, like I kind of made him. I kind of like how can I close the room if I keep?
Yeah, that's problematic.
Like that, I fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. That's fucked up. So like now in this situation, I told this guy coming in like, listen, baby, I got trust issues. Like, tell me what the fuck it is. You get what I'm saying? I'm giving you the opportunity to keep it with me because for one, I'm the type of person that I lie to. Let me just go ahead and say that I'm the type of person that I lie to. I know life. I've been through some shit. So if I take it, the one fucking thing that I'm asking you for, I ain't asking you because the man Terry, you was just saying like he had riches, 3 figures, 5, 6 houses.
Slow down, baby. Slow down, baby. You gotta slow down so they understand you.
Okay, yeah.
You said 3 figures.
Baby.
See, hold on. What'd you say now?
Right. 3-figure income. Oh shit, he's 100 there.
Right. Okay. Make it out. 500 a year. Right.
Yeah. Okay,
calm down, baby.
Calm down.
Jeez. Terry, you got my ladies worked up in here.
What is the main
No,
idea?
listen, because it's the story behind it. You gotta hit everything that's in me. And
well, baby, Terry has other things to do,
but
love.
he on here with us. He rocking with Terry. Are you rocking
you
with
rocking
him?
with the best.
Are
but
you
know,
rocking with him?
still.
But I'm saying, like, it's not about all of that.
But what's going on though?
You got okay. Okay.
What is it?
No, go ahead.
What is
Go ahead.
it?
No, because for real, I done forgot.
Terry.
It was some good shit too, man. But go
All
ahead.
right. Look.
When it
look,
come back up, just
look.
say it.
Look.
But that's
Look.
why
That you don't forgot the question, man. That's
Look.
that's the type of shit men deal with, y'all.
Terry.
Yeah,
Terry.
hey, that was a live example.
Right? No,
I got a great
up, man.
look.
I'm
See,
sorry.
as the host, Terry, I got another great question that's gonna lead to a lot of discussion. Do relationships hinge on financial stability?
Not completely, you know what I'm saying? Because it's possible for two people to struggle together and put themselves in a position to become financially stable. So the financial stability is the goal of a healthy relationship, but it is not a necessity in order for the relationship to function, if that makes sense. You have to have two people that think logically, that can make some, that are sound decision makers, that have a common goal and common communication to be able to do what I was saying earlier, to be able to communicate. And when it is an issue or a misunderstanding, resolve it in a way that's not being petty, that's not making it worse, that's not creating an additional problem. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude that, to avoid a lot of the stuff that I'm pretty sure fellas can relate to, because that's what we deal with when we try to resolve issues with women in a lot of situations. You get the deflection. You trying to discuss one particular issue and she bring up some shit that ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be like, damn, man, like we can't never fix a problem, because every time she'd be like, but what about this? And what about that time you did that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's not effective communication. That's kind of going in circles. And eventually a man's gonna get tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a real dude, a quality dude that's trying to fix a real problem with you, and you keep hitting them with that shit, you gonna lose your man. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna end up losing a quality man over some dumb shit, over some shit that you could have spoke about like an adult. You know what I mean? Like, so it's possible to get there without the finances in the beginning.
What if she make more money than you?
That's only a problem if she makes it a problem. A woman's attitude and how she treats her man in regards to finances is going to be the determining factor on whether that's a problem. The chick that be like, I'm the motherfucker, I'm paying for the curtain so that I'm gonna get the ones I want, that chick is gonna have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like the chick that, I don't give a fuck because I make more than you type of chick, she's going, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not conducive to a healthy relationship. So, and that's kind of fucked up, because that same woman don't want to do with bread treating her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, shut the fuck up. Go buy a purse. You know what I'm saying? No woman would want to be treated like that. Like, treated like, just get the fuck out of my face. Go buy something and shut up. Like, that's a very disrespectful perspective to have on your spouse, period. And so a woman that treats her man like he's less than because he make less than her, or he ain't on her level financially, she's not really having the mindset to have a healthy relationship.
I think both parties have to be financially stable going in order to fairly judge if this relationship is genuine or not. Because if I have everything I need and you have everything you need, but I still want you and only you, and I'm doing everything that you just said, I'm putting in the work for this relationship, this shit is genuine to me at that point. But when the shit is off sad and somebody had a little more than the other, I feel like it's always gonna be some type of lingering animosity at some point because somebody is carrying the share of the load.
Tosh, why is it so many like fucking check boxes a nigga gotta have? He gotta make exactly as much as me. He gotta be exactly this tall. That means it's like one motherfucker out there.
That's
you have
Disney.
just
She been watching Disney
right.
movies all her life.
You guys, if you just limited your dating pool to like 3 or 4 people,
significantly, you significantly decrease your chances of reaching your relationship goals. Like, a lot of women do that though. They treat their preferences like they're deal breakers, and they eliminate quality men over dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, huh?
Shouldn't that be a deal breaker? Okay, let me just pull it back a little bit. You said check boxes. Me and y'all don't got check boxes.
Yeah, we do.
You gotta have flexibility though. You have
men
to.
are flexible. Like, look,
Their
Lord,
preferences.
like Terry. I like slim ladies, but that don't mean I turn down big ones.
Yeah, I mean everybody has they own preferences, right?
Well,
But some preferences matter and some don't. You know what I mean? Like some things are really important and some are not. So, for example, in the scenario that y'all just brought up, where the woman makes more and the dude makes less. So let's say you got a dude that's ambitious, that's really on his grind, that just ain't got the money to make some shit happen. If he's with a woman that make a couple $100,000 a year, why can't if they working together, why can't she put him in a position to become an entrepreneur or make by year 3 he makes significantly more than he made when they met? There's no difference than a man doing that for a woman and helping her open up a salon or open up some shit, get a rental property. If you have one person in a relationship that has money and they are with somebody that they feel they are compatible with and they can see being with long term, then it makes sense to put them in a position to win, because that way you both win at a higher level. A lot of people don't have that mindset. A lot of women, like the post y'all see on my page, a lot of women don't want to contribute, don't want a man to benefit off them from their finances in any way. That's why they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay no bills. They don't want to contribute to shit.
The Terry movie with the bad wig, the low hanging fruit.
You said what?
That's what it's gonna turn into.
It's not gonna turn into no ashtray bitch situation.
That's
If
what
he
she's
love
scared
you,
of, because women they age faster than men. Men they age gracefully. So like I would still look at an older dude and find him attractive and would consider dating him. Men don't look at older women the same way.
I do.
Yeah, that's not true.
I like old ladies because
You know what it is when we see an older woman that's attractive, that's single. It's usually an indication that dating her is problematic from a male perspective. There's a reason for that. I don't know no women that's 35, that's 40, that's really fine, that really has a realistic perspective on dating and is easy to get along with, that is single. Men scoop those women up because they're rare. Those women are extremely rare. And the men that are successful with women, that have dated lots of women and fucked hundreds of women or whatever, they identify the ones they can get along with very, very, very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if a woman is the woman that everybody notice or every dude want to fuck, and all of them choose not to end up with her, there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's usually her perspective on dating, her expectations, the way she processes or comprehends information coming from a man. Those are the typical things that. Those are the things that make her be pissed off. Those are the things that make her feel some type of way and create a lot of the unnecessary conflict that make a man fall back.
Terry, you out here dropping jewels. You got the ladies. The ladies go leave here. The studio pissed off.
I am so not.
But I love you.
I can just argue a lot further, but I'm just trying to hold it in.
I know.
Because I could debate this shit to the ground.
Please.
Why?
I want to. Because it's holes in that.
It's
always
always
in it.
Why?
Because
guess what? Look. See, Terry. Terry, you proving your point. You proving your point. He proving points because
every time I say something, you make me forget fucking with you. Every time I be having that's why I started jotting my shit down, because you're playing with me. I'm not playing with you. If it was that simple, then all men would be married. Then Tasha wouldn't be single.
All men don't want to be married. That's the part that I said that from the beginning. That's optional. An option is something you good if you had it, and you good if you don't. As long as a man can get consistent time, attention, and pussy, and live the type of lifestyle he want to live, he don't give a fuck if he get married or not. So that's not a big deal to men. You know what I'm saying? Like, the hardest thing men struggle with is only fucking one woman. You know what I'm saying? So the idea that a man that can just fuck who he want, do what he want, go out of town when he want, is gonna be mad at his life, that's not realistic. That don't represent the type of men that live the type of lifestyle that I live, that are single. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. a lot of women portray it like that. You see the panderers and the people on social media kind of make it seem like the dear wife, my future wife, where are you? That motherfucker's not successful with women in real life. Like the dudes that are popping do not have that type of perspective on women and dating and shit. They